Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming by. Let's just have a breath or two together before we begin. Welcome, welcome. I'm honored to be here with you in this community. We are here every single day having conversations about whatever. I think it's strengthening our relationship with ourselves, but it could be anything, any of the reasons for this practice. But thank you for being here and joining in this practice, for making this community awesome. It's been a neat because we're in our 6th year, and I had no idea it was going to be like that when we first started. So very cool. Very cool. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. So this message, this book that we're reading this year is asking us to take a look at, just check out ourselves and being present to the life that we have. Being present for our own lives is our conversation this year. So for me, I want to release a couple layers of stress before I listen to the message. And that's why the music is on. And so if we can just take a couple breaths to do that, let the forehead, head, skull soften. Facial expressions release. Maybe take the neck from side to side, shoulders away from the ears, back and down. Just like that. More space is created and that breath just swallows it up. Let me have it. Soften everything you can, including your breath and your mind. And just come on in and listen for a few minutes here. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo is the book we're following. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, New York Times best-selling book, described as having the life you want by being present to the life we have. That's what the message is offering us. So it's an opportunity to check it out without judgment, but observe, learn, grow, trust, and allow. The past couple messages have been awesome. The message we're offered today, this day number 1988, is titled Patience. Patience. And there is a quote here offered to us by Lao Tzu. It says, "I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion." Simplicity, patience, compassion. These are your greatest treasures. Patient with both friends and enemies. You accord with the way things are. Patience is the second of Lao Tzu's central teachings, and it's a hard bit of wisdom to accept. For the place of waiting is always trying and very difficult to live out. Back up here. Patience. is the second of Lao Tzu's central teachings. And it is a hard bit of wisdom to accept, because the place of waiting, this patience, waiting, is always trying and very difficult to live out. Waiting. I'm going to come back to that. Yet, quite honestly, it is waiting that saved my life. Clearly, the most demanding and rewarding practice that I have encountered. Had I not withstood the confusion and indecision and ambiguity and the pain and alarm of imagining the worst during the endless diagnostic gauntlet, I would never have made it to the right course of treatment that carried me through my experience of cancer. So let me hear that again. Yet, quite honestly, it is waiting that saved my life. Clearly the most demanding and rewarding practice that I have encountered. Had I not withstood the confusion and indecision and ambiguity and the pain and alarm of imagining the worst during the endless diagnostic gauntlet, I would never have made it to the right course of treatment that carried me through my experience of cancer. Had I not waited, which is different than avoiding what needs to be done, I would not be able to write these very words to you. For I would have undergone unnecessary procedures that would have severed me from my memory and my ability to speak. Fear wants us to act too soon. But patience, hard as it is, it helps us outlast our preconceptions. This is how tired soldiers, all out of ammo, can discover through their inescapable waiting that they have no reason to hurt each other. It is the same with tired lovers and with hurtful and tiresome friends. Given enough time, most of our enemies cease to be enemies, because waiting allows us to see ourselves in them. Take a breath with that. That was triggering for sure to many, I'm sure. Patience devastates us with the truth that, in essence, when we fear another, we fear ourselves. When we distrust another, we distrust ourselves. When we hurt another, we hurt ourselves. When we kill another, we kill ourselves. So when hurt or afraid or confused, when feeling urgent to find your place on this earth, hard as it is, wait. And things as you fear them will more often than not shrink into the hard, irreplaceable beauty of things as they are, of which you have no choice but to be a part of. Wow. So, first, when it first started with the patience, I like to use a different word. For me, patience, I was thinking it's more of this is in a different context. I was thinking more of like waiting at a red light or something like that. And I don't like to do the waiting thing. I like to, quite honestly, I catch it as a moment to meditate or release or something like that. So changing that word wait is helpful. But he's talking about not acting too quickly on things, not procrastination. Where was that? Fear wants us to act too soon. Patience helps us outlast our preconceptions. Have I waited? Had I not waited, which is different than avoiding what needs to be done. So, how does this message land? To me, there's different levels of this patience. And I'm seeing, even going, my mind's going, okay, patience meant this fast, this now. How's it landing? Let's just let it come on in and settle. Breathe. The last paragraph. So when hurt or afraid or confused, when feeling urgent to find your place on this earth, hard as it is, wait. Irreplaceable beauty of things as they are, of which you have no choice but to be a part. Let's hear what the meditative offering exercise is. Asks us to sit quietly, and bring to mind a situation that's now resolved. Bring to mind a situation that's now resolved that required you to be more patient than you were prepared to be. And if you can, recall how you viewed the situation and the people involved. So bring to mind a situation that's now resolved that required you to be more patient than you were prepared to be. And then if you can, recall how you viewed the situation and the people involved when it first presented itself, when your patience ran out, when the situation resolved itself. And ask yourself, how did waiting change you? Ooh. How did waiting change you? And then what, if anything, did waiting give you? Ooh, what a powerful message today. What that exercise. Sometimes it's the exercises that go right bullet line to the center. And gratitude for your presence and your loving energy. Thanks for supporting this community. In gratitude, see you guys tomorrow. Namaste.